Hey everyone, welcome to Walk and Talk number 2. Not number 2, number 8 is it, or 9? Hey Phil, you okay? Yeah, okay. There we are. I just showed you another property in our local area that's up for sale. It's been up for sale for months. There's a property that's sold but is not being occupied. I'm guessing that they're renovating the inside of it. Are there any more properties? There are as we walk around. I was in a meeting, we're talking about properties, and in Eccleshall there's 35 properties that are currently available on the market, and none of them are selling particularly well, and that's probably due to the economic situation of the UK. Yeah, these properties around here, these small little bungalows, they'll be selling for about £200,000, £210,000, which is okay. But nobody wants to live in Eccleshall because it's not near anywhere, which is great if you're in retirement. Really is great. And there are a lot of retired people here, to be fair. Some beautiful properties. Let me just put it that way so you can see something as I walk around. But yeah, properties. Through my life I've ended up buying all sorts of properties, moved into a bigger property and another bigger property, and it was all a waste of time. Should have really put the money away and had a better lifestyle. More motorbikes maybe, more motorbikes. That would have been good. But in Eccleshall, as I said, we've got 35 properties that are currently available on the market, and they're not moving particularly well. And it is a lovely area to live, to be fair. But they're planning on building 1,500 properties to extend the village. Because it is a village, even though it's called a town, it's more like a village. It really is. Interesting thing. If I could go back to my younger self, I would have said, stay in the second property and pay it off and just don't have a mortgage. And we could have easily done that. But how things change. You keep on moving forward and bigger properties and massive properties, and ended up buying a farm. And that was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. But, and then I heard a saying the other day. I've never heard of it before. Here's another one that's up for sale. This one here. That one's been on the market for at least 3 months. Looks a great little property, but it has been on the market for 3 months. But I had a wonderful saying yesterday, as we were talking on a similar subject in a meeting, and someone came out with the statement, the politician said to the priest, keep them stupid and I'll keep them poor. And that sort of sums everything up. I thought it was absolutely wonderful. Hiya, how are you? Yeah, not bad. All the neighbours around here are lovely. But yeah, interesting things. Keep them stupid and I'll keep them poor. And I thought that summarised a lot of things about, how we're always chasing more expensive properties. Yeah? What's that about? And I've done it. We chase more expensive cars and end up finding that the debts get bigger and bigger and bigger. Excuse me. And I've noticed over the last days, in fact weeks, that a lot of the motorcycle reviews are showing up with scooters rather than motorbikes. Let me go home. Hang on, let me cockle my leg over. And I was thinking, why are they all doing scooters? Like the Bingley Wheeler, or is it the Bingley Wheeler that's done some? Loads of people have done scooter reviews at the moment. from Royal Alloy or Vespa or Lambretta. And I'm thinking, actually, we're coming to an age of austerity in the UK where people may forgo their second car in their household and revert back to a scooter to get to work and back on. Maybe that's the thinking. I don't know. What do you think? Is that the thinking? Maybe I've missed out on something. I should have a word with Potteries Motorcycles and Scooters and maybe test ride a scooter. I never really thought about that. And I mean, I know people say that getting a motorcycle is expensive. Or, sorry, let me just reword that. Getting a motorcycle license is expensive. But actually, getting the CBT license is not expensive. And then you can use a 125cc scooter or whatever to get to work and back on. Because if you're in the traffic in the town centres and that, all you really need is a 125. To be fair, you only need a 125. I know a lot of people would like bigger bikes and things like that, but if you're trying to save money, maybe a little 125 scooter is a good way of moving forward to save money and removing the second or third car that's in the family. I don't know. You tell me what you think. But I do like that saying. I shall remember this saying. The politician said to the priest, "You keep them stupid, I'll keep them poor." What do you think to that one? Hope you enjoyed this little walk and talk as I showed you around Eccleshall with 35 properties that are available and they can't sell. And they're trying to build 1,500 more properties which won't sell either, I'm assuming. Be kind, have a great day, see you soon. Bye-bye.